Hello, my name is Cindy Kimmel, and I'm from Art Goes to School. And this is another chance for us to chat about art. So today we're going to be talking about Edgar Degas, and this painting is a painting called 2 Dancers on Stage, and it was created in 1887 by Edgar Degas, who was a French artist. So today we're going to be talking about some of the things that he puts into his paintings. Now, Degas loved motion and movement, and he did about 1,500 of these paintings around a dancer, around the ballet dancer, which is a very graceful um, kind of painting that he put together here. So we just want to talk about some of the things, elements that he used. Degas was fascinated with photography. It was a new invention at the time. So as you can see here in the background, he really blurred this just like a photograph. And so all these little dabs of paint that he put in back here, the greens and the pinks and the blues, and they kind of all meld together into this beautiful background. So a very unusual thing about this painting is just how he has it centered, because the subject matter, the dancers, are off centered. So right away, most of the painting is the floor. So it's just kind of interesting how he centers his characters. So we're going to be talking about what draws your eye, and so we talked to the kids about that. How color, in particular, can help you draw your eye through a canvas. So Degas uses the pinks on their shoes and their ballet slippers, and also the flowers in their dress and on the hair. And then also over here, he uses yellow, little dabs of it, as well as green, and just different shades of it to kind of draw your eye through. But I think what Degas really wants you to notice more than some of the color that he's doing is the motion, the gracefulness of the arms and how she is holding them. Um, he has this beautiful white that he puts in here, which is almost a kind of a transparent kind of white that he adds, which is really unique, and just kind of splashes of that white kind of pick it up and draw the color out from behind. Um, well, let's see. What do you wonder? We asked the kids that. And in this painting, we wonder, what is this over here on the left-hand side? And it's just a little dab of white. But if you look closer, you can see it's a tutu. It's one of the ballerinas. And basically, she's just twirled right out of the picture. And so that's kind of just a neat little element that he adds to that side, because you wonder, where did that person go? How many are there? Um, that kind of wonderment that he brings with that, just little ad at the side. Now Degas, he signed it down here at the bottom. You can see his name. He would purchase special tickets, and he would go to the Paris Opera House, and he would paint the ballerinas in their rehearsals in particular, but he would go all over the actual theater. So he would be behind the stage, would be off to the side, he'd be up in the balconies, he'd be down low, and he would paint them from all different angles. So he was just fascinated with that motion and that movement. And as I said, we have about 1,500 paintings that he did in his lifetime of the ballerina. The other thing I want to point out to you is just this glow, because I think it's just amazing how he puts the glow right, and this is just a little add of light at the faces, and it just kind of illuminates that, as well as the legs. Just kind of that splash and illumination that Degas puts on it. Now, he was considered an impressionist like a Monet or a Renoir, but he was considered a reluctant impressionist, which means that he wanted to paint in that impressionistic style, but not outdoors. Monet and Renoir painted all outdoors. He wanted to do that same kind of that dabbing and that thick oils painting stroke, but he wanted to do it inside. So he considered himself more of a realist, kind of capturing his subjects in their actual environment instead of in a studio. So I think he's kind of a fascinating artist for us to talk about. But I think, I think the biggest thing to note with the Degas is just that movement and that motion and how he creates it. Tune in again. I'll have another artist and we'll just have a little chat about art. And I hope you enjoyed this and that you're doing well and working on your studies from home.